Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing well. So today we are talking about good countries for study purposes. If you are someone looking for countries to channel your energy for study purposes, then with the information I'm going to give you today, it's going to guide you on like places you can be able to put in your energy, because the most important thing is not just traveling abroad, right? What matters most is if you travel abroad, will you be able to make a living out of it, right? Will you be able to make a life in that place you are going to? So I'm going to give you like countries and places that are really conducive for international students, that at the end of their studies they can be able to also have they can be able to stay legally and find a job and be able to integrate into those countries. So if you are seeing my face for the first time, I am so excited to have you here. My name is Favor and I'm a Nigerian currently doing my master's in Germany. On this page or channel, I create contents that relate to international study opportunities, fully funded scholarships, how to study abroad for free, documents required, and all the tips and tricks of how you can migrate abroad at little or no cost. So if that sounds like what you're interested in, please do well to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so that anytime I come up live like this or anytime I upload all the amazing videos, you can be among the first to be notified, because I not only go live, I also post regular videos that you can also maximize. But the major reason for this live stream or my consistency coming live for a period right now is I want to give people the opportunity to ask questions while we are live, because you know that the normal videos, once I do the videos, you just have to comment. But if you are able to catch me live, you can be able to ask your questions. I can respond to you. I can be able to give you my candid advice and opinion on any travel need you have. Then we make it more interactive if we are live, right? We can get to know each other. You get to know me better, I can be able to know you better, and we are building a community. I'm not just here to keep talking and talking. We are here to build a community, right? So I am so happy to have you all. I see people are joining already, and if you can hear me, if you can see me, do well to let me know where you are watching me from. From what part of the world are you watching my beautiful face from? I just want to know. Myself, I'm in Germany. I would love to know where you are watching me from, and let me know what is your travel destination. Where would you want to go? Where do you have in mind? Because when you are able to tell me what you want, it can guide me to make videos that will be valuable to you, because this particular content I am putting out now, like the good countries you need to put in your energy if you want to go for study purposes. It was someone who requested for it yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about countries you should avoid. I mentioned countries that if you're someone looking for somewhere to go for a better life, I mentioned some countries you shouldn't actually go to, except maybe you want to go there for for tourism. You want to see all of the places that God have created. That is perfectly fine. But if you want to leave your home country, go to those places, and you are seeking for greener pastures, I can tell you that you might be wasting your time over there, because most people in those countries are also running out. So if you haven't seen the video, go check it out so that you make an informed decision in your like as you are traveling. So this particular video was requested yesterday. Someone said, okay, now you have told us countries we should avoid. Now tell us like the good countries we can go to, and we should put our energy into. And I am here to do that today. I'm going to tell you countries. If you're a student, look into these countries, and at the end of the day, you will come back and thank me. You will come back and thank me, right? And I will be happy to receive your positive feedback. Yeah, I can see people. Samson, thank you for being here. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you. Um, Ubong, thank you for being here. Well done. Thank you for being generous with your knowledge. I really appreciate. Yes, we have Samson said he's watching from Nigeria. Thank you. What part of Nigeria are you watching from? I'm from Imo State. And from your name already, I know you might be an Igbo person, Carlo. So I am also one of you, and I am so happy to have you all here. So we will dive into the video right away so that people who will have questions can be able to ask at the end of the video. But all of these things I am talking to you about right now, they are open for negotiation. They're not, I am not like, how do I put it? I am just giving you my honest opinion so that people will not say, but Favor, you said this, Favor, you said that. I am only giving you my candid opinion from my research, from my travel experience. I have traveled to 12 countries. I have access to over 28 countries right now. So I am giving you my candid opinion so that you can make more research on your own and you can be able to know exactly where to channel your energy into. So the first country I'm going to talk to you about, if you are thinking of studying abroad, if you are thinking of looking for somewhere to put in your energy towards study route, then consider Sweden, because this particular country allows you to work unlimitedly while you are studying. This particular place doesn't have like a specific hour of work hours. If you are a student, you are allowed to work as much as you can. Then at the end of your studies, you are given about 1 year post-study visa. You are able to stay in that country for about 1 year to be able to search for job. You all know how it is, it depends. It depends on what you studied. I mentioned like courses you should be able to channel your energy into if you are coming abroad to study, so that at the end of the day you can be able to get a job quickly. I know a lot of people think that once you get into abroad, everything is working. Like I don't know how to explain it. Maybe there are trees that you can be able to pluck money, and offices are open there waiting for you and all of that. They also have their processes, they have their system, and you have to align with it. So I made a video on courses you should channel your energy into if you are coming abroad to study, so that when you are done, you know deep down that you will become a hot cake, so that you wouldn't struggle to get into the system. Check it out. You can be able to see the video. So when you are thinking about places to study, think about Sweden. Sweden is a very nice place. It's part of the Schengen. Once you are in Sweden, you have access to other Schengen countries, and you don't have limited work hour if you are going to Sweden, like if you are studying in Sweden. And at the end of the day, you are eligible to have 1 year post-study visa to be able to find a job. And the next country I'm going to talk to you about is Spain. I made my research and I can see that when you are studying in Spain, you will be able to work 20 hours per week, and you can be able to 20 hours per week during your study session. When the semester is on, you can be able to work 20 hours per week, and after your studies, or maybe during the break, you can be able to work 40 hours per week. And you know what it means? They are friendly to students, and they make it easier for you. You know that as a student, in as much as maybe you have a sponsor and all of that, but if you are able to be allowed to work, you can earn some money to take care of yourself, pay your bills, and also be able to take care of people back home. And when you are done studying in Sweden, you will be able to get 1 year post-study visa to search for job. Like, they're not chasing you out immediately. There are some countries that once you are done, regardless of anything, you have to go. But this particular country allows you to stay, and after that, you can be able to look for job. The next country we are talking about is Luxembourg. So Luxembourg, like I made a video, I'm going to post it. You are going to see it within the week. Luxembourg is one of the richest countries in Europe, and in Luxembourg there is free transportation for tram, for trains, for buses. I think if you are thinking about somewhere to go, look into Luxembourg because it's one of the big countries right now in Europe. Look into Luxembourg. There is opportunity for you to work 15 hours per week and 40 hours per week during the break, like 15 hours during your session when the semester is on and 40 hours when you are on break. And after your studies, you have about 9 months to get a job and stay back in the country, like integrate into the country. So that is amazing. And you can see you are not even paying for transportation. It cuts down the cost of living for you if you are able to find yourself in Sweden, in Luxembourg, right? So the next country we are talking about is Estonia. A lot of people don't know about this particular country, but this is one of the Schengen countries and they're doing very well. So if you're thinking about somewhere to go to, this particular country is friendly to students. You cannot believe it. If you're studying in Estonia, you do not have you have unlimited work hours as a student. They allow you to work as much as you can. They allow you to, as long as you are healthy enough, and as long as you are a student, you have your study permit and all of that, you can be able to work. There is no specific limitation on the number of hours you are meant to work. And at the end of the day, you have 9 months to search for job in Estonia, and you can be able to find a job and integrate into the system. That is how it works in Estonia. There are many other countries I might not mention here, but like if you want to, there are many of them. If you want to see a part two, let me know. But I'm going to give you a rundown of many countries so that it can help you to make an informed decision. So the next one we are talking about is Lithuania. Many people don't also know that there is a country called Lithuania, and it is in Europe. It is one of the Schengen countries. I will talk about other places, right? Like UK, US, Canada, yes. But I want to inform you about some countries in Europe that people don't even know about. Some countries in Europe that people are sleeping on. So Lithuania allows you to work for 20 hours during your session and 40 hours during your break. And after your studies, you are eligible to have 12 months post-study visa to look for a job. Is that not amazing? So look into Lithuania. It's one of the Schengen countries. Any of these countries that you come in, like any of these Schengen countries you come in, even after your studies, you can decide to migrate to another place. Maybe you can decide to come to Germany, you can decide to go to Poland, you can decide, like you can't imagine it navigating within 20 something countries without going for visa. Please, I except maybe you don't like traveling. For me, I love traveling, so it works it for me. I studied in Hungary, like I'm studying in Germany right now, but I had an exchange program in Hungary, and I spent about 4 or 5 months in Hungary without going for visa purposes. I was flying in and out, coming in. Nobody stopped me for one day for anything. So is that not amazing? That is mind-blowing, honestly. So the next one we are talking about is Belgium. So think about Belgium if you're looking for somewhere to study, if you're thinking about somewhere to put in energy to, migrate to study. Think about Belgium, because in Belgium you are allowed to work 20 hours per week and 38 to 40 hours when you are on break, and you have 1 year post-study work permit if you finish your studies in Belgium. So that is awesome. These people are not chasing you away. And another thing I have to tell you, don't go to any country that at the end of the day you become frustrated, maybe you become illegal and you start seeking asylum. Please, like if you go to a country through study, make sure if you're going to a country through study, make sure that they have provisions for you after your studies, because there are chances that you might not be able to get a job while you are studying. There are chances, some people it works for them, some people maybe after their studies then they can be able to get a job. So consider all of this. It's not all about jumping into the country, it's all about you knowing what next after your studies. So the next country we are talking about is Hungary, and that is where I just returned from last month. So Hungary is a very beautiful place. If you go to Budapest, it's so beautiful. So, but I was in Debrecen. They have many beautiful cities in Hungary you know, that makes it an interesting country to study in. And honestly, their standard of education is mind-blowing. I went there, I was challenged. I love it when I'm in an academic setting and I am mentally stimulated because there is competition. You start thinking, I'm doing my master's, but it's as if I'm doing my PhD. So like I can tell you that just 3 months or 4 months in Debrecen or in Hungary, like I didn't come back the same. So, and I'm happy I passed all of my courses. So Hungary is a wonderful place that you can go to, and as a student, you are allowed to work 24 hours per week and 40 hours during the official break. And after your studies, you are entitled to 9 months post-study visa to search for a job and integrate into the society. So we have Finland. I know people know about Finland because Finland is one of the countries in Europe that is a bit popular. So Finland allows you to stay back after your studies, and you can be able to get about 12 months for study visa. You can work 25 hours per week during your studies and 40 hours per week during your break. So think about Finland. How many countries have I mentioned now? I don't know if you people are taking a list or writing it down, but I can help you after it. The next one is Germany, where I am right now. I didn't call it as the first because I don't want to make it like a priority. I have talked a lot about Germany on my channel. Go to my page, you'll be able to find a lot of information about Germany. So Germany allows you, like, I think among others, it is one of the countries that give you more time after your studies. Okay, whatever I'm telling you about Germany right now is not hearsay because I am here. I've been here for more than 2 years. So Germany allows you to stay back after your studies for 18 months, and that is 1 year and 6 months. You can see that some of the other countries we've been talking about is like 9 months, 12 months, but Germany allows you to stay in after your studies for 18 months, and that is 1 year and 6 months. That is a long time for you to find a job. And that is why I have been mentioning, if you are traveling abroad, try to study courses that after your studies you can integrate into the society. It will be easier for you to integrate. It's not something that when you finish studying, maybe you have to start all over again because what you studied is nowhere to be found. Like you can't engage it in anything. So Germany allows you to stay back after your studies they give you permission to stay for 18 months, and there is no way you will stay for 18 months if you are seriously searching that you wouldn't find a job. So, and for students, we are allowed to work 20 hours per week and 40 hours during our break period, like the official break. You can work, like now, summer, like now we have summer, you are allowed to work 40 hours during your break period. So we have another country, there are many of them, and I might not be able to give you like all of this information. I can run them down, go and make more research on them so that you can be on the safe side. So I have talked about Germany, we have UK, right? You all know about UK, but why I didn't put it at the first is because of the tuition fee. I know a lot of people who want to travel abroad. UK universities, their tuition fee, believe you me, they're on the high side, except maybe you get scholarship to cut down the cost. But UK is also another country that allows you to stay back after your studies, and there are many pathways for you to integrate into the system. If you studied master's or undergraduate, you are eligible to stay up to 2 years to find a job. And during your studies, you are also allowed to work full time. Then if you did a PhD program in UK, you are also allowed to stay up to 3 years, right? So these are the information you need to know. We have USA, and USA is also a country you can think of if you have what it takes to be able to find yourself in US. So US allows you to work 20 hours per week if you are studying, and 40 hours during your break period. And after your studies, you are also entitled to 12 months post-study visa. But if you are among the major people I talked about in my previous video, like if you find yourself in courses that have to do with STEM, what I mean by STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. If you are in that category, because they are looking out for people, they are hunting for brains in that category, right? Go study courses that you know you will become a hot cake. Don't go and study something you know at the end of the day you are carrying certificate up and down. I don't want you to be that kind of person. So you can imagine that US gives about 12 months to students to stay back and search for a job. But if you are in the category of these people I have mentioned, like STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, you are allowed to extend that 12 months. That even when you have searched for job, like, and there is no way you are not going to get a job if you're in that kind of category. So, but they have priority. These people have priority to extend even up to 36 months. Like when they have gotten the 12 months, they have the allowance to extend that their post-study visa for 24 months. 24 more months, and that is 36 months. So you can imagine that is preferential treatment to those in STEM. That is to tell you that these are the kind of people they want in their country. These are the kind of people they want. So there is also Denmark. Denmark is also somewhere you can look into. A video is also coming up. I made a video about Denmark. If you want to live and work in Denmark, I made a video about it. You just turn on the notification. You will be able to see it once I upload it. So Denmark allows you to study and also work. And you can be able to study for about 20 hours per week during your session and 37 hours per week during your break. And you have 6 months post-study visa to search for a job. But if you know what you are doing in that country, there is no way you will be frustrated. Denmark is one of the Schengen countries. It is both Scandinavian and it is also one of the Schengen countries, right? So you see that these are places you can look into if you are thinking of putting energy into where to go to. Don't go to all those places I mentioned in the previous video, like if you don't want your white to be stained, right? So think of Ireland. Ireland is also a good place for students, and you can see Ireland is an English speaking country. So think about them. I made a video about them for those in the care work. If you're a caregiver or care worker or a nurse or doctor, Ireland is open for people in the healthcare right now. So that video is coming, and I'm going, like, I put a link. When I post it, I'm going to put a link for those in the caregiving so that they can be able to find jobs with sponsorship through that link. Turn on the notification bell, you'll be able to see that video. So Ireland is a wonderful place to think of or to go to for study purposes or even to start life, because it's an English speaking country. You will not say that language is a barrier to you or you cannot survive and all of that. Czech Republic, Portugal. Portugal is also somewhere that their immigration is also easy to navigate if you are thinking about study route. Then we have Croatia, Slovakia, and we didn't even talk about Canada, right? So you know that Canada is one of the places you can go to study. And one thing I like about Canada is you can imagine a country that have many pathways for you to get your to get your permanent residence. There are many pathways, even for those in the country and those outside. Right now, I posted a video this evening on Facebook. I don't know, like on Facebook, right? I posted that video talking about the new pathway that Canada announced for caregivers that if you come into Canada on arrival, you are getting permanent residence. And the requirements are not even much. The requirements are just 4 requirements. And what you just need Canadian minimum of level 4 language benchmark, right? You need high school diploma, equivalent of their high school diploma. And in Nigeria or in Africa, it is our this thing WAEC, like our senior secondary school certificate. Then what again do you need? You need relevant experience. They need to see that you have gotten relevant experience in the caregiving and in the health sector, right? Then you need a valid job offer. If you can provide these 4 things and you find yourself in Canada once they have announced it, but it is not yet in effect, and from the information, it will get into effect towards the end of this year or early 2025. So this is a perfect time to prepare for it. So once you are landing Canada PR on arrival, is that not mind-blowing? Is that not mind-blowing? So I made that video. Go to my page on Facebook. You can see it. I even explained everything that even if you're not health inclined right now or you're not into caregiving, I gave tips on how you can start navigating into that career. I even linked some courses, caregiving courses you can do, start building your CV right now so that you can be able to start searching for jobs. If you want to see a video on care homes that are employing with sponsorship, let me know. I'm also going to make that video. I just want to make videos that will be valuable to you. I am not the one, like, I maximize most of this information, but I believe you also need it. So if you need to see those kind of contents, let me know. I'm going to make them. So I talked about Sweden, I talked about Spain, Luxembourg, Estonia, Lithuania, Belgium, Hungary, Finland, Germany, UK, USA, Denmark, Ireland, Czech Republic, Croatia, Portugal, Slovakia, Canada. Like, there are many more. There are many more good countries you can look into. There is one, I am a little bit afraid to mention the name because I don't really know how to call it. It is called Liechtenstein. Like, I saw it and I'm like, am I going to be able to pronounce this long name on, like, while live? So the name of the country is Liechtenstein, right? And this country allows you to study in the country and allows you to work while you are studying. It's gives you the opportunity to work 15 hours per week when the school is on session and 40 hours per week when you are on break. And you are going to have 6 months post-study visa when you are done to be able to look for a job. But when you know that a country gives you minimum time to look for a job, I believe there are many pathways for you to find your way in that country before that period. So these are the things you need to know. I made a video, things to look out for, when you are thinking, things to look out for to be able to determine if this country is a good place or not. And I talked about you making a lot of research. Don't just go to somewhere. I have mentioned all of these places, but go like do your own research. Don't just travel to any place blindly. People who are rushing in are also rushing out. So when you are going to somewhere, make a lot of research. A lot. You need a lot of research to be able to determine, is this place good for me? Ask yourself a lot of questions. What is the minimum wage in this country? What is their economy like? What is their standard of living, their healthcare system, the educational standard? Check all of these countries that I have mentioned. Be sure that they are recognized, like the schools you are going to are recognized worldwide, so that you cannot go to somewhere, pay all the money you pay, graduate, and at the end of the day, the certificate is not recognized anywhere. I don't know how you're going to feel, right? So don't go to places at the end of the day is a waste of time. make your research. I know I'm here to help you, but I would also appreciate it if you make a lot of research, and I believe it's going to help you to make an informed decision, right? So if you have more questions, let me know. I'm going to answer them. And if we don't have more questions, then we are going to meet tomorrow. And I'm going to talk to you about Italy is open right now for teachers. So if you are in the teaching line, then this is a good opportunity for you to get into Italy, right? Because they have opened their borders to teachers. But if you want to see that kind of content, let me know. I'm going to make it tomorrow, so you see what is required and how to go about it and how to navigate about it, right? I'm here to give you updates that are currently ongoing that maybe on your own you might not have heard about it. And that is why we are building a community, So we have okay, Chukuma said, okay, thank you for being here. I am so happy to have you. Thank you. We have Keinde Steven. Good evening, sis. Thank you. Good evening, dear. How are you doing? I hope you had a very wonderful day. So we have Timothy. Timothy said, thank you for this information. As always, I am here to serve you, you know. So you are highly welcome. I will be so happy if you guys maximize all of this information. That is how I get my satisfaction. That is how I get, fulfilled from the time I put into all of these things. Then someone got admission in Wingate University in USA. That is to tell you that they are giving. Before then, someone also got admission with about $27,000 scholarship. So I posted, and the person sent me the admission letter, or maybe the updates, I think in the Telegram group. So I posted it on my Facebook, on my YouTube community tab. I think everywhere, I posted it, and this particular lady saw it, and I think she made her own, she shoot her own shot. And luckily for her, she testified that she got admission, that they just sent her admission letter. So what are you waiting for? Wingate is open. If you're thinking about somewhere to, because I try to let you know places that are working. So if USA is your travel destination, check out Wingate University in USA. Hopefully you are going to get admission, because from the first guy that testified, he got about 27,000, or between 25 to $27,000 scholarship. So even if the school fees is about 50,000 or 60,000, you can see it has cut it down. Many people are rich. I don't want to even think that people are not, like, many people have money. And the good part of US, or the good part of studying in most of these countries, you are not going to pay all of this money at once. I know it looks big, or like enormous, it looks big, but what is required is maybe in your first year, there is a certain amount you have to pay. And when you are able to pay it, you can be able to process your visa, and you find yourself in US. Then you can be able to do what others are doing, and you can be able to stay. So let the money not scare you, right? Let the money not scare you. If US is your travel destination, try to look for all of these schools that give scholarship, and so that the money can come down for you. Then you can maximize everything, get to US, and you can be able to start working, and you can start paying your tuition even instrumentally, right? So that is it. I feel like if you want, you can try Wingate University. So someone said, hello, Ken, how are you? I hope you're fine. How are you doing today? All right, so I am so happy to have you all. I am so excited. Like I think I haven't mentioned it already. If you haven't liked this video, please do what to like it, share to your friends, because I like this, the kind of energy I want to put in till the end of this year. Oh my God, like the motivation is at the peak. If you are following my Facebook, you can see it is back to back. So do what. The only thing is that YouTube is a little bit professional, and it's not like Facebook that you can put out posts, videos, reels, and all of that. I am trying to be more professional on my YouTube page. So do want to follow me on Facebook, because there are many things I post on Facebook you might not see on YouTube, right? So I am really committed to giving it to you back to back this period, because I want you to travel. I want you to know what is happening in the world. I want to be your eye so that you see that many things are really happening. All that matters, or the only thing is information. If you're able to get that information, I believe you can fly or run with it. So with that being said, Timothy said, please can you make video of teaching jobs in Italy? Thank you. Okay, tomorrow we are going to talk about it, because this is a new pathway people are using to travel to Italy. So, and I believe even if maybe it is 2 or 3 people that maximize it, I believe it is going to, like, I just wish for success stories on this platform. So I'm going to make that video tomorrow. I'm going to tell you the new route people are using to move to Italy right now, and that is through the teaching route. And you are going to get more information about it tomorrow. So turn on the notification bell so that you can be among the first to know when I go live. And it will be by the same time, 9 p.m. and we are not going to waste a lot of time. I just come up live and I go straight to the point. And yeah, so I see people are joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Share to your friends, share to your loved ones so that they can also be informed. Ken, I'm so happy to know you are good. I am really fine. I am perfectly fine too. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to allow you all to rest so that tomorrow we come live and we talk about Italy. We talk about the new pathway to Italy. So turn on the notification bell and we are going to see it tomorrow. And until my next video, if you are not following my pages, do want to follow me, because almost everywhere information is flying. I put out content on almost everywhere. So check out my, like in the description box, you can be able to find the link, and in that link I have all my pages on them: Instagram, Facebook, my YouTube, my blog, though the blog is not yet active right now, because of a lot of things. So follow me everywhere, and tomorrow we are going to talk about Italy. We are going to talk about the teaching job or jobs in Italy, and you can be able to see if that is what can be of help to you. So Victor, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. God bless you bountifully. So until my next video, love you, stay blessed. Bye. Have a wonderful night rest.